I literally look like a grandma. This, it's a look, it's fine. And oh my gosh, I forgot to make my bed. So, welcome to my life. This is a mess, but it's fine. Okay, let's redo this. What is up, you guys? It is Abby, and today I am here to bring you another video. And this one is going to be another college video, so I know you guys are excited about that because I'm pretty sure that's the one you guys like the most. And yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to say what is up and welcome to my channel. If you have never seen my face before, I would love it if you subscribe down below and followed all my social media so you could like keep up with what's going on and everything. So yeah, before we get started, I just wanted to say I just like got these glasses in the mail a few days ago, and they are from HELLOOOO. And at first I was like, I think I might have ordered the wrong style because I don't know if I like them very much, but now that I have them on, I like them. I like them a lot. But basically, I just wanted to say, if you use the link down below, you can literally get 50% off any of the pairs you want, and mine are like anti-reflective and they're ultra thin or whatever. And I don't remember the style I got. I will try and link it down below, but they're really, really cute. And they're like black on the top, and then it's gold right here, and black right here. And I really just liked the whole black and gold look. And today's video is going to be on the college application process, how to get into your dream school and all that kind of stuff. So I thought the whole like teacher kind of vibe was fitting for this video. And I also just wanted to show you guys these glasses because I actually do not wear glasses, but I do like fake glasses just because sometimes it's fun to just look different. So that's why I wanted to show you guys that. And also, please, let's just take a second to look at how freaking cute this case is. I didn't even know it was gonna come with like this nice of a case, and it's like really, really cute. It has like a map on it, and it's like great quality. It comes with a cleaning cloth and a case and extra little nose pieces and something else that I don't know what it is. And yeah, you can get 50% off, which is amazing because the glasses are already inexpensive. And they are like all from like $20 to $30, I believe. Some of them may be a little bit more expensive if you get prescription lenses, but yeah, 50% off is a great deal. And they do come from China, so the shipping did take a while. It said it would take 2 to 3 weeks, but mine really only took like a week and like 5 or 6 days, I think, and the time flew by. But yeah, just wanted to let you guys know about these glasses. I would definitely check them out if you love like fake glasses, or if you wear glasses and you're looking for a new pair. Go check out HELLOOOO because I am in love with these things. Without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started before I talk you guys' ears off without even talking about what this video is about. Okay, so getting into your dream school. For some it may seem a little out of touch. For others it may be just like they know they're getting in and they just got it down pat. But getting into your dream school can be really hard, especially if you're applying to those Ivy Leagues or right next to Ivy Leagues, or really just any university in general. It can be hard. Everyone's dreams are different, and don't ever let anyone degrade you or just say any comments about anything relating to the school you're going to be attending, because it is your choice, it's your life, it's your college decision, and not anyone else's. I just want to start off by saying that because I know a lot of times people can be like, oh, you're going to this school, yeah, like that kind of sucks. Well, it doesn't, because it's your decision and it's your life. So anyways, I'm just going to talk about how to get into your dream school. I'm going to kind of talk about my whole experience with the college application process, where I applied and that kind of stuff. And if you guys have any questions, definitely leave them down below, or even shoot me an email. I am always responding to you guys in email and everything. So definitely just do that if you have any other questions or concerns. So the first thing I'm going to say is basically where I applied. I feel like you guys like might want to know, so I'm just going to go ahead and tell you guys. I did apply to Alabama, obviously, because that's where I go. And then the University of Florida, Flagler College, and New York University. And basically, when I was a junior going into my senior year, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna apply to these Ivy League schools. I'm gonna apply to like 15 different schools. But then when the time for the application process actually rolled around, the last thing I wanted to do was fill out all these applications and pay all this money for applications and everything. So I narrowed it down to like my top 4 choices that were reasonable and that I could actually see myself going to. But then I let myself dream a little and apply to one that I knew was kind of out there, but I just really wanted to apply to just because it was my dream school. And that school was New York University. And I did get into all the schools I applied to. I really like worked my butt off in high school. If you know me, you know that I had like really hard time balancing the whole like sports, extracurriculars, social life, academics. Like I had a kind of hard time doing all that, and I burnt myself out for sure in high school. I did so much, and I just really like put a lot of pressure on myself to just really be the absolute best I could be. And I really wanted to go to a good school. I wanted to get good scholarships because I knew that going to college where I wanted to go would not be possible if I did not have scholarships. So I did apply to New York University. It was my dream school, and I got in. And I'm not saying that to brag or anything. I'm saying that because I'm blessed and because I worked my butt off for it, and it wasn't just like easy for me, you know, like I really worked really hard to get there. But I'm just going to tell you guys what I did in my college application and some tips for your college applications to make it stand out, to help you get into whatever dream school that you are applying to. My first like general tip is just going to be to start your applications early. If your application's due on November 1st, like I'm pretty sure University of Florida's is, do not wait until the last week of October to do it. Get started now. I know that you guys are probably like, why are you talking about this? Like, I don't have to deal with applications until the fall. But trust me, if you just do a little bit each day or every other day, or at least spend like an hour once a week over the summer, you will get so much done, and you'll be so glad that you did it early, because once the fall rolls around and it's your school's football season and there's all these like senior year events going on, you're not going to want to miss out on any of them because you have to work on your college applications. And that's what I did. Over the summer, I would set aside time like once a week to work on my applications, and by the time the whole application time came around, I was already done with everything, and I really only had to just like tweak my essays and that kind of stuff. And it really helped out, and it saves you a lot of time, a lot of stress, and you can really make your application as personal and as best as it could possibly be with all that extra time. And then as far as the basics go, this is just kind of like a given. This is basically, if you're wanting to get into a really good school, or just wanting to get a good scholarship or anything, you're gonna have to have some sort of combination of like the following qualities. You're gonna need to have the involvement in your school, you're gonna need to have all the extracurriculars, you're gonna need the sports, you're gonna need the good grades and the GPA, the challenging AP and DE courses. You're gonna need all of that stuff in your application, just because colleges are looking for kids that just improve each year. They're looking for the kids that have challenged themselves each year to take more hard courses and to get involved in more things and to take on more leadership positions. So if you are wanting to get into a good school, it is important to have all of those things, or at least some kind of combination of them. When I was in high school, I played volleyball 9th through 11th grade. I was the SGA treasurer in my senior year. I was the NHS secretary my senior year, and I was just involved in a variety of other clubs, as well as I had my blog my senior year and junior year. I also took 7 college courses my junior year, a little more than that actually because of each semester. And then I also took more than 7 college courses my senior year because of the way the semesters are or whatever. And I worked my way up to being number 2 in my class. You just have to really push yourself and challenge yourself, but know your limit as well. In my sophomore year, I took 4 AP classes, and it was a challenge, but I knew that I would be able to take on 7 classes my junior year because I did that my sophomore year. And I think that if you can get a lot of those classes under your belt, it'll help you in the long run with college, whether you do or do not pass the college AP exam, just because even if you don't pass the exam, you're still gonna have experience in that course. So it does help out for sure. So it is really important to take advantage of all the stuff that you have at your fingertips and the opportunities like internships and any kind of community involvement things. Just get involved in all you can. If you're watching this and you're a freshman, sophomore, or junior in high school, do all you freaking can. Like, if you're trying to get into a great school, get great scholarships, you have to set yourself apart and show that you are well-rounded and can do it all. And it's just really important to get all that involvement and the challenges under your belt. As far as the application goes, it's really important to just make a list prior to making your application, and just make a list of everything you've done since your freshman year in high school. List out any community service events, internships you've done, any kind of awards you've received, like if your science department gives out awards or anything of that sort. If you got the highest GPA in your sport, any of those awards, just list them out. And then the ones that are the most significant and the ones that you did more over a course of time and had a larger role in your life throughout high school, pick like 3 of them and really just emphasize them if you're having to talk about things you did in high school. Just pick 3, really elaborate and emphasize on how they made you a better person, how they made you grow, and that will really make your application stand out because they will see that you are dedicated, that you challenge yourself, and you are able to take on different tasks and grow in them. Now I'm just going to talk about the essay. I know for Alabama we did not have to write an essay. My application literally took me like 10 minutes, but I did have to write an essay for the University of Florida for Flagler, and I also had to do the Common App for NYU. And if you guys would like a different video kind of talking about the Common App, I can try and do that. I tried to pull up my NYU application essay on the Common App website, but I can't access it, so I was gonna like kind of go through it and kind of not read through it, but kind of tell you guys what I did to help just make my essay better. But I have tips in general, so I'm just going to share those with you guys. So as far as the essay goes, you're going to want to speak with a good and rich vocabulary, but you don't want to sound like a robot, because chances are a lot of the same students are going to be using really similar vocabulary. You want to make sure that your vocabulary is educated and strong, but you don't want to be too overbearing with the big words and the extensive phrases or anything. Just make sure your words do match with what you're saying, because I know there are synonyms for words and they don't exactly match up in context. So have some of your teachers help you out with that. That can really help make your essay stronger as far as just like grammar and vocabulary goes. My number one tip for college applications in general, mainly for the essays, is to find what is unique about yourself and just really think to yourself, okay, why does this make me unique? What has it done in my life, and what kind of role has it played in my life? If your essay is anything about like what you've done or what you do and how something has like played a role in your life, then definitely talk about that one thing. Because for me, I remember in my NYU application, I talked about my blog and my passion for writing and how I wanted to bring that to NYU and use it to maybe write for the school newspaper and to have a blog there and continue and grow my blog and connect with other people who have the same passion I do. And I think whenever you take what is unique about yourself and you really just let it shine to the people who are reading your essays and show them how you're going to use it at the school, they just love that, because it shows your individuality and you're just really able to showcase your talents and your passions to the school. Another thing you can do in essays, if you do have like an open topic, or you can at least find a way to incorporate it into your essay, is if there are any kind of like hardships or troubles that you have gone through and overcome or are going through in life, those can be really good things to talk about in your essays, just because it can show how you've grown as a person from before you were in those hardships to after, how you have overcame them and all of that kind of stuff. Because when you talk about the things you've gone through and how it changed you, it really shows how you deal with certain situations in life, and that can be really powerful and moving for college application essays. Another huge tip for the college applications is to communicate what you have to offer for the school, because everyone's going to be talking about their leadership position in SGA and the fact that they played this sport and their sport was really good at their high school. Everyone's going to be talking about that kind of stuff, especially if you're competing for a scholarship or if you're competing for a spot at a very competitive school with a low acceptance rate. And it's really important to just talk about what you have to offer, because they can see what you're bringing to the table and how you can just really grow as a person at the school and what you can offer for this. Letting them know what you have to offer is a great way of just showing them, hey, this is me, this is what I'm going to bring to the table, and you just have to use your words and use your passions and use your strengths to convince them that you are a good fit for the school and that what you have to offer is valuable. For me, I pretty much talked about in all of my essays my passion for writing and how I would love to write for a school newspaper. And even though I'm not doing that right now, and maybe something down the road, but in my essay it made sense to me, because I was like, I would love to do that, and no, I'm not doing it right now, but it was something I had to offer for the school. It was something that I could bring to the table. I could say, I have a passion for writing, I have a blog, and I would love to write for the school newspaper. I didn't exactly say that in my essay, but I basically said I would utilize my passion for writing to write for the school newspaper. Basically, if you just think of it this way, tie your passions to what the school has to offer together, and then make that into your kind of like passion statement for the school, because that way they can really see your talents and your passions and what the school has to offer, and then when you put them together, the school sees, okay, this is a good fit. If you can convince them why you belong there and what you have to offer and that it is valuable compared to all your competition, they will want you, because if you are set aside in any way at all and you have something to offer for the school to make the school a better place, then they're definitely going to want that. Another important thing is to make everything personal and really emphasize your purpose. So basically, you don't want to just act like you've done all this stuff in high school. This kind of goes along with what I said earlier by making out a list of everything you've done and then picking a few things that you did for either a longer amount of time or you put a lot more effort into and focusing on those things. If you can focus on something and maybe tell a brief little story or something about what you did, then it makes it a lot more personal and they can really see into it instead of it just being kind of like a list of what you did. And if you emphasize the purpose of why you did something, and if you say like, oh, I volunteered at the nursing home because I have a passion for helping elderly people, just always back up what you're claiming and what you did do with your purpose, because I think it really does show that you value what you do and that what you do does have a greater purpose. Another important thing, which is kind of common sense, especially if you like have ever written an essay before, is to make sure you're actually following the prompt. I know I'm saying everything in here as like talk about your passions and tie them into what the school has to offer for you and what you have to offer for the school. All of that is really important, but make sure you still listen to the prompt and you are following the prompt. Because some schools I know will give you like a list of essay topics and you can pick from one. I know Florida did that. And then I know for the Common App, I believe it's sort of the same depending on what school you are applying to through the Common App. But depending on what the school is, then you're gonna have like different essay topics. I think if you can communicate your strengths and your talents and your passions and what you have to offer for the school, then you really need to do it. It's just a great thing that will help your application stand out. And don't use any fluff. Don't lie about anything that you did. If you can't really find anything that you did in high school, I know that I wasn't super duper involved my 9th and 10th grade year, like at all. I didn't really do that much besides play volleyball. But my junior and senior year, I got a lot more involved. Just really focus on those things that you did get involved in and that you did have a passion for. For me, I actually really enjoyed being an SGA treasurer. I enjoyed going to state in the spring and making the project books and competing against all the other schools. All of that was a lot of fun for me, and although I only held an officer position in SGA for 1 year, it was a great experience and it was one of my most favorite experiences. So I was really able to elaborate on that. So don't really fluff your essay up with any useless words, phrases, sentences, any lies or anything like that. Just really make it personal and make it unique. And I think that that really helps you stand out, because there are so many people who are just going to kind of copy paste essays and copy essays in general, and that's not really going to get you anywhere if you aren't making it personal to you. And my last tip for your college application essays is to be confident in who you are. If you were in some kind of like club, I don't know, fill in the blank, some random club, and you're a little bit like embarrassed to say you were in it, don't be. Like, it's who you are. So just embrace that and talk about it and just really be confident in it, because if someone can sense that's reading your essay that you weren't confident in what you were doing and that you didn't really have a passion for what you were doing, they're just gonna take it as you don't really care. So it's just really important to be confident in what you're talking about. For me, I was a little bit iffy on talking about having a blog and loving the write, just because at the moment I thought it was like a little weird still and I wasn't exactly confident in it. But me writing about it and talking about my passion for writing really helped me to be able to just be more confident in it in general in life afterwards. So yeah, that's basically like all my tips for the college application essays. Just remember to communicate your passions, talents, and strengths, and let the school know what you have to offer and tie it to any programs or anything that they may offer. For example, if you love to write, writing for the school newspaper. If you love to do math, creating a math club, or anything along those lines, tying your passions together to what either the school already has to offer and helping make that program stronger, or creating the program or club yourself. I think that that can really show that you are passionate and that you care and that you do have something to offer. So just keep all of that in mind whenever you are doing your application essays, and to just be you, be confident, and dream big. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and just remember to dream big and shoot for the stars, because it's better to have tried and failed than to have not tried and wish you tried. So that's kind of how I felt about NYU. I know it probably seems crazy to you all to say that that was my dream school and then I got in but I didn't go. But I mean, I didn't go for financial reasons and the distance reasons. So that's my own reasoning, but just remember to dream big, shoot for the stars, and just always give it your all. And if any of you ever have any questions about anything related to anything, just remember to comment them down below or shoot me an email and I'll do my best to get back to you. And give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I really hope it was helpful, and if you want any other kind of college application related video, please let me know, because I will do one that's not as extensive and just more focused on just basic stuff about college applications in general. I can also do that. But I really hope it did help, and I will see you guys in my next video, and don't forget to subscribe if you aren't already. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.